Shalom. This is Hawu. So, the last video I did where it says update, I don't, if y'all left me any comments, I don't think I'm getting them, or they blocking them because I looked and said 11. I tried to read some of them and they wouldn't show up. So when I went on the YouTube studio to try to read them, it was showing comments from 2 years ago. I refreshed the page and all. So I don't know what they doing, but whatever. So if, let's say this video y'all want to leave me something, y'all can actually leave it on my Gmail. It's GMONI34@gmail. Like G Money, but you know, it's GMONI34@gmail. If you want to leave me like a comment or message or something, because they not letting me read them. But let me get into what I was talking about, because I just was posting a video, but somebody always wind up calling me when I'm talking about something serious. So, all right, let me say this to y'all. Certain people have gone out of their way to hide who and what we are as a people. And to be honest, we still don't know. And I just want to bring this to some of my brothers and sisters' attention. I'm just wondering if some of my brothers and sisters, if y'all even thought about this. Because have anyone noticed that I don't speak what they call the Hebrew tongue, or even try to learn it? And I'm gonna tell you why I don't. This is why. These people went far and beyond to hide who you are, what you are, and who your power is. And then they give you what you call a savior. And while you're talking about this so-called savior, they don't block not a video you have. They allow your videos to go through. It's like water on the internet. But when you are speaking about something that has good information, or it's powerful, they clip that motherfucker ASAP. Right? Yeah, they clip it. So, I'm gonna ask y'all a question, man. Straight up. I'm gonna ask y'all a question, man. Why the hell do you think these people are going to give you your powerful language, the words of your power, your father, the language of your father? They're going to put it in books and give you ways to decode it and decipher it and all that, and cross-reference it and find out what words mean and yah. They're going to do all this for you after they took all this time hiding you. But all of a sudden now they just make it so convenient for you. But then when one of us speak on something that they don't want you to speak on, they clip your video and say, oh, community guidelines. Have you not noticed when you talk about your Jesus, your Yahweh Shai, your Yahushua, your whoever, not one of those videos get clipped? Not one. And you would think, if that's something that's going to help you and that's going to bring you to out of the darkness or whatever, you know what I mean? They're not going to want you to bring that message to spread, because that's detrimental to them. But I guess that never ran through nobody's mind. Just like that language that y'all call Hebrew, that y'all say is Hebrew, that you have all these great books to reference from, and this, that, and this and that. And again, not a video gets clipped. Not one. Not one. And nobody's thinking about this. Nobody's taking this into consideration. That's a problem, y'all. Why would somebody that don't want you to, that don't want to pay for what they've done, give you a direct path to their judgment? Does that make any sense? And I know some people will say, oh, the Most High did it. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. But man has free will, right? So they would still try to block it like they try to block everything else, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, y'all. Like, this need to be looked into. Y'all need to really think about what's up. Because now, I'm going to say this, right? And I don't know how many times I done put this out here. In the scriptures, you know, the Most High called the children of Israel the children of the feather too, right? The people of the feather. You know that, y'all know that, right? And he told you to wear fringes with a border of blue throughout all your generations, right? And just so happened that the true indigenous of this land were wearing fringes with a border of blue, and there was oh man, I think it was like 2 billion of us here on this landmass, all over this landmass. 2 billion people. So now you need to ask yourself a question. Why would you go to another landmass and snatch up a bunch of people when you got 2 billion people here? Wouldn't it make more sense to enslave the occupants of the land? You don't have to teach nobody nothing. Nothing. You just do what you gotta do. But you gotta say this to yourself, though. How did, even if it was 10,000 Caucasians, how did they enslave millions of melanated people? And the other tribes were hearing about it because, you know, word spread. And nothing happened. You ever thought that that whole story was a lie? And they didn't enslave shit. They were the slaves. We're actually the slaves right now. When you got allegedly emancipation proclamations. Now, of course, you're going to have, you know, people being enslaved, but I'm talking about nations, like hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people, slaves everywhere. Y'all. No. That Emancipation Proclamation is what enslaved you. If you go by the Outer Africa story, right? Explain to me how the hell you just get free and then all of a sudden you got a booming metropolis called, actually, and it was more than one, but you got these cities that's booming that you created with their own train stations and everything else. It just had airline and everything, right? That's booming in the 1900s. You ain't even been out of slavery that long. You allegedly couldn't read or nothing, but you got businessmen and all, and there's proof of it. And you telling me you got that damn smart over what? Let's say what was it, 1865, I think, was the freedom thing, Emancipation Proclamations. Yeah, so that's 65, 75, 85, 95. So what's that? About 60 years? 60 to 50 years? About 65, 55 years. And in one person's lifetime, you learn how to read, count, do all this stuff, build planes, just build a whole city, right? But you were just dumb slaves that couldn't read a book, couldn't count, couldn't do anything. You couldn't even speak. Oh, master, we's hungry. We's hungry? Yes, we's hungry, master. So, explain that to me. Explain to me how in the hell 65 years you went from a dummy to a damn genius. One generation. Think about that. Or would it be more sense that you were never slaves? You always had towns and stuff like that, and they were here taking stuff, setting up to get ready to take everything from you. And then they attacked because they went through and took over the government first. They took over the kings, the leaders, which you take over that, you get the money, you get the riches. Huh? Won't that make more sense? Because let's use a little bit of common sense. You telling me that these people came here in 1492 and they just started digging up our damn fossils? They just started figuring out that there's giants in the land? They didn't know that at first? Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Somebody got to start using some type of common sense. They ain't even been digging up our dango relatives that long. And they go crazy, so they would have been dug them up. They would have dug them up in the 1500s. Everything would have been already tomb raided already. It took all the way to the 1920s for them to make that fake Egypt over there, or that fake Israel over there. Because I hate to be the one to tell y'all, but I am. This what they call Egypt is Israel. Think about that. Think about it. Everything that's over there was over here. On this side. All they did was package it up and brand it and put it over there. That's all they did. They getting y'all with the old banana in the tailpipe. That's all. And we fall for it. You got brothers going over there to Palestine talking about this, the land of Israel. That was but know that it was started in 1943, but still going over there like that's their forefathers' land. Knowing that they went over there and stole those damn people land and named it Israel in 1941. And and they are going over there like that been Israel for thousands of years. Like, what is wrong? Then all of a sudden they go and package the perfect language for you and give y'all all the syllables and all, and say, hey, this is the words of the Most High. Speak these. This y'all Hebrew. And nobody is like, hold on, man. What the hell going on here? Why is they giving us all this information? It's one thing to find out, through books or whatever, what they done, but they have thousands of books with all these different types of, with the Hebrews and the syllables and the codex, not even the codexes, but more with the, so it's like easy to decipher you. They give you the meaning of the words and all, y'all. Come on. And nobody's questioning this. Nobody's saying, what the hell? Hold on. Why is this so easy? It ain't supposed to be this easy, y'all. There's no way somebody's oppressing you just gonna make it easy for you to be able to speak the language of your father, so he can come down here and tear fire to some people that's been hurting his kids. Like, think about that. I'm telling y'all, you want to learn Hebrew? Go to the Mayan temples. Go to all these ancient, you got to go to the artifacts. Don't go to these books. You're not going to learn nothing if you don't go to the artifacts. The tablets, the walls. Go learn it from there. You up here doing that ain't going to help you at all, y'all. I'm dead serious. It ain't. You being hoodwinked. You being bamboozled. You being ran amok on again. Wake up. But I'm done, y'all. Shalom.